Welcome to Tropico, the most fun you'll ever have running a dictatorship. Sun-soaked beaches, colorful villas, calypso music drifting over bustling plazas, and secret police lurking behind every palm tree. But here's the twist. Tropico's satire isn't that far from reality. Because the way El Presidente designs his island, the roads, the plazas, the propaganda, mirrors real strategies dictators have used to shape cities for power. Quick note before we start. UrbanEdu is now UrbanDecode. Same deep dives into real and fictional cities, just a new name that's fully ours. Today we're comparing Tropico's fictional Caribbean paradise to real dictator urbanism, from Pyongyang to Ashgabat to Brasília, to decode how cities become tools of control. Tropico is a city builder but also a political theater. You place palaces on hilltops. You line streets with statues of yourself. You build grand squares for parades and conveniently for tanks. Real dictators do the same. Pyongyang, North Korea, Kim Il-sung's city built as a stage for mass parades, with enormous plazas for 100,000 people. Ashgabat, Turkmenistan, marble-clad skyscrapers and gold statues of the leader rotating to face the sun. Brasília, Brazil, not a dictatorship, but planned under a military regime. The monumental access resembles a landing strip for jets, or power. These cities weren't just functional, they were propaganda in concrete. Tropico lets you put a giant statue of yourself in every neighborhood. In real life, dictators did exactly that. They just didn't give you bonus approval ratings for it. Tropico plays dictatorship for laughs. Corruption is funny, rigged elections are cute, rebels living the hills like lovable scams. Reality, not so charming. In Stalin's Moscow, wide boulevards made military parades spectacular, but also made protest impossible. In Saddam's Baghdad, giant swords arch over parade grounds, symbolizing permanent victory and intimidation. In Ceausescu's Bucharest, the palace of the parliament displaced 40,000 residents, bigger than Tropico's entire starting population. It's satire versus real fear. Tropico hides the real brutality. Real dictator cities were often built on forced labor, mass evictions, and surveillance woven into the streets themselves. Tropico gives you gameplay tools. Real dictators had the same, but higher stakes. Monumentality. Big buildings equal big leader energy. Example, Mussolini's EU art district in Rome, oversized to humble the individual. Centralization. Everything leads to palace. Example, Pyongyang's central Kim Il-sung square radiates power outward, grids and control. Straight lines make surveillance and troop movement easy. Example, Haussmann's Paris influenced dictators worldwide, including Franco's Spain. Spectacle. Plazas for rallies, parades, and propaganda films. Example, Nuremberg rally ground under Hitler. Pure urban theater. In Tropico, you build banana plantation and cigar factories to export wealth. In reality, dictator economies also revolve around resource extraction, often at the expense of citizens. Colonial Havana. Sugar, tobacco, and rum fueled empire wealth, not local prosperity. Equatorial Guinea's Malabo. Oil-funded mega-projects amid extreme poverty. Turkmenistan's Ashgabat. Gas exports fund endless marble, not public services. At least Tropico lets you spend profits on free housing. Real dictators, more like golden palaces and offshore bank accounts.
If I was a dictator, those people would be eliminated.
If you're into deep dives like this, comparing game and real urbanism, consider subscribing to UrbanDecode. We've got more coming on how cities, real or fictional, shape the way we live. Tropico simplifies rebellion. Build a guard tower, rebels vanish. Real dictator cities, control is subtler and scarier. Wide boulevards prevent barricades and funnel protests into open kill zones. State architecture, ministries, police HQ, and propaganda billboards saturate the core. Housing projects concentrate population for easier monitoring. Example, East Berlin Stalinally, monumental uniform housing built to watch workers as much as house them. Tropical charm is its humor. You build a paradise with music and beaches, but dictators often create fake paradises for propaganda. Ashgabat, Guinness's world record for white marble buildings empty at night. North Korea, model villages for tourists hiding the reality outside the city core. Urban beauty becomes a mask for suffering. Many dictator cities outlast their regimes. Pyongyang remains a closed city decades later. Brasília thrives but still carries its authoritarian planning legacy. Bucharest's giant palaces still dominate the skyline, now a parliament building. Can beautiful but oppressive design ever be reclaimed? Tropico exaggerates reality but doesn't invent much. The absurdity is real. Dictatorships are surreal. The humor lets players confront uncomfortable truths about power without realizing it. Urban design is never neutral. Whether in Tropico's parody or in real history, cities are tools of ideology. Monuments glorify leaders. Boulevards enforce order. Housing segregates rich and poor. Understanding this helps us decode our own cities today and ask, who does this city really serve? Thanks for watching, and remember, every city tells a story. The question is, who wrote it?